Welcome welcome back to Journey to Peace with me. Y'all see what I got on? That is for my sorors. It is J13 right around the corner. Woo, my sorors. Woo. And then J15 is coming up. So happy Founders Day to all the AKAs. And J16 is also coming up. So happy Founders Day to my Zetas. So y'all ready for today's video? All right, so today's video is an unstuffing my wallet video. I have my wallet here and I have my sinking funds because you all know that I put whatever is left over into the sinking fund. And I have my fives and ones category, but it's in the room, and so I'll just do it since this is a first fives and ones challenge. I'll do it here, and then I'll just go ahead and transfer it over into that category. All right, so y'all ready to see what I have left? If I have anything left, stick around. We have a lot of new people who have taken this journey with us. So if this is your first time watching one of my unstuffing videos, thank you for clicking on this video. How I typically do it is I take the categories out of my wallet. So you'll see me stuff them on a Sunday. And then on Wednesday, you'll see that I have unstuffed the categories. I take all of the categories out and tell you what I have left in each category. I talk about creating a realistic budget. So sometimes that realistic budget means that I have money left over. Also, because it's a realistic budget, sometimes that means I've used all of it, and that's okay. I prefer to have money left over in the categories at the end of the pay period, just because that makes me feel better. I like to over budget rather than under budget, but the money is still budgeted. So if we spend it, we spend it. I'm not that pressed about it.
Are you done? Are you done?
But typically I prefer to have at least something left over. Okay, so restaurants, we budget $150 for the 2 weeks, and we have $42 left over. So this $2 is here and not in the fives and ones challenge because we started with ones, but I'm gonna go ahead and move it over to that fives and ones challenge now. And this $40 that's left over here, I am just gonna go ahead and put that into savings. How I would typically do this is I would divide it up into different categories, maybe Christmas. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. Christmas and birthday. So I'm gonna put $20 into Christmas. And then because we're planning a trip, a vacation trip, I'm gonna put 20 into vacation. And then the restaurant card is gonna go back into my wallet. Next up is date night. And so my date night card looks like this. Date night, we put $75 in every pay period, so $150 a month. Sometimes we use that money, sometimes we don't. We rolled over a significant amount of money in date night. I think we started the month off with about $400 or something like that. But my husband's birthday was January 3rd, so we took him out for a dinner. So that took care of his birthday dinner. And then we also had a date night with our couples friends, and I'll insert a picture here so you can see we hang out with, you know, some pretty awesome couples, and we encourage each other in our marriages and friendships and all of that stuff. So we have 100 there and 30 here, so we have $130 left over. This is gonna stay in our wallet, and $130 just gets rolled over until the next one. Gas is up next. Gas I used to do with my cash system, and then I switched over to doing it on my debit card. I created an account just for car, and I did that because one of my subscribers, she recommended that I get the Get Upside app so that I can earn some cash back. So I don't keep track of my spending on gas. I just know that it's there. And it's there in that account. And I'm also putting in money for my car insurance. And then whatever's left over goes toward the car insurance or to fix the car or what have you. So next up is groceries. Groceries, we budget $250 for the pay period. And we have a whopping $10 left. So this is one of those times where I say sometimes we have some, sometimes we don't. It is what it is, right? So it's budgeted and this is all we have left. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this $10 into the home repair category, because if you are new here, we need a new air conditioner. We bought a house. Our house is pretty old. We renovated it, but the air conditioner here is old and it doesn't suit the needs for our family. There are 5 of us in here. The person we bought this house from only had 1 person, so she was cool with this, and she was kind of older, so she was cool with the heat. We ain't so cool with that. We also need a new water heater because there are more of us, and the water is saying, y'all tried it. It's too many of y'all. So cold showers it is. So we're working our way towards those 2 big purchases. Next up is my miscellaneous card. Can y'all tell, like, I absolutely love this card. Thank you, Budgeting D. I will say it all the time. I absolutely love the card, and she is who I got these cards from. Budgeting D on YouTube. If you haven't checked her out, go ahead and check her out, and I'll link her channel somewhere up in here to make it easier for you. But this is my miscellaneous card. This is what I spend on me. Most times, because I'm a mommy, I end up spending it on other people, namely my children. But this pay period, I spent it on myself. So I just paid for some Founders Day activities that are going to take place at the end of January. I paid those off at chapter meeting when I just went. So I have a whopping $27 left over. So I'm going to put this $2 into the 5s and 1s challenge, even though I started the month with some 1s. We're just going to put it there. And then this $25 is going to go into my personal savings. This goes back into my wallet. All right. Now we have miscellaneous, and this is where I keep my children's allowance. So my daughter has $8 left over. That's baby girl. She gets $10 every 2 weeks. She put $1 in church today, and then she spent $1 at the restaurant to play games when we went after church. So she has $8 left, and that's going to go into her savings.
Woohoo! Do you want me to stop?
You're fine. My son is up next, and he has $8. His, savings account is the same as hers. His allowance amount is $10. He's put $1 in church and $1 at the restaurant. So he has $8, and that's going in his savings account. My big girl has nothing left over. Yep, that money's gone. She usually gets $20 every 2 weeks when she earns it. If she doesn't earn it, she gets nothing. I know Dave calls it a commission. I call it an allowance. I'm not paying you to do things that I told you to do. I'm allowing you to get some of my money to spend on you. You earn it by doing the things that I've told you to do. And if you don't get it, I understand the concept of commission because you're teaching your children that you earn money based on doing your jobs, but you live under my roof, and I'm allowing you to do certain things, and I will take it away from you. Because if you tell them commission and they do one of the 5 things that they're supposed to do, then they feel like they're supposed to get the entire commission. No, if you fail to do one of the 5 things that I told you to do, then you are failing to get your allowance. That's how it works for me, which is slightly different than what Dave says. All right, so that's what accounts for the cash envelopes that were in my wallet. So now we'll see how much we have going toward the 5s and 1s challenge. We wiped the slate clean, and so now I'll tell you how much we have going in starting 2020's 5s and 1s challenge. So we have 5, $21 to start the year off. So our first full paycheck of 2020 has given us $21 to go into our 5s and 1s challenge, and we'll see you know, what we do this year. If you recall from the last video, I told you we ended up saving almost $1,200, $11.95 I think it was, $11.94.95 for 2019. So not bad, not bad at all. But let me tell you, the blessing in this is we were saving that money because we wanted to redo our children's bathroom, but life happens and our taxes increased. And so I had saved in our sinking fund money throughout the year, and I've also saved our 5s and 1s challenge. In the sinking funds, remember I told you that although I was only putting in $17 in every category, those $17 add up, right? So our taxes, our property taxes increased, and they increased and caused a deficit in our escrow account. That deficit was $25.89, so $2,589. So because of our sinking funds and that 5s and 1s challenge, if we take all of that money that was saved, even though it was allocated for different things, we have what we need to pay off that that deficit in the escrow balance, which means we don't have to worry about our mortgage increasing by $406 every month, because anybody got time for that at all. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're having to build up these funds over again. But I am getting gazelle intense in 2020. I told you what my plans were, my goals were, and so I'm not defeated by that. I'm encouraged by the fact that we don't have to go into debt for that, or we don't have to have that increased mortgage payment because of the sinking funds and the 5s and 1s challenge. You know, I'm upset because I had allocated it for something else, but you know, it is what it is. Life happens. So if you enjoyed this video, you found it a little entertaining, a little educating, give me a thumbs up because it really does help. Don't forget to like this video and comment in the comment section down below. And until next time, journey on.